Hi everyone! So a lot of YouTubers have been doing pencil topper sort of tutorials, and I didn't want to exactly use the same exact idea, so I came up with this super cute pencil dangle, which is basically what I'm calling it. It's got this single chain here, and you can use this tutorial to make various kinds. You can make a pencil or pen sleeve here, and it's got this dangle here. You can attach any charm to these. So I've got this shorter one here, and then I've got another sleeve, which these are very versatile. You can twist this to make this kind of candy stripe or peppermint, like candy cane sort of pattern. And then here's this pig charm. I've got tutorials on all of these on my channel, by the way. And then you can also make a really short one if you want to have this wide pen space here, or if you've got a super cool pencil, then you can have that show still while having this really cool charm on here as well. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. I've been wanting to kind of do a pencil topper sort of tutorial, but I didn't want to copy the same exact idea. And credits to whoever did the first pencil topper. I'm not sure because there are so many people that have done it, but basically that was my inspiration for this. So anyways, without further ado, let's get started. So first off, we are going to start here with our loom's ears pointing down, and I'm just here at the top of my loom where I have a space in between. And it doesn't really matter, but this is probably the easiest way to do it. If you have a like a different kind of loom, you are going to have a teeny bit more trouble with making this project. However, it is still possible. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. So first, you need to have your charm or figurine or whatever you want to attach. You need to make sure that yours is prepped and ready, and you want to have a loose single link here hooked onto your hook. And if you got a C-clip there, then you can untie that. You can add another link. It doesn't really matter, but this is the best way. So what we're going to do is basically you want to split it up like this. Now this is a teeny bit dangerous, but you're going to split it upon two pins here, one over here. Take one side and put that there. Then you're going to take the other side and place it on this pin directly beneath it. Like that. So you should have something like this now, and you have that single link split upon the two pins. And now we are going to make a single chain. So basically you're just going to take whatever color you're using. I think I'm going to use white for this part. And you're going to take a single band, stretch it across those two pins, and then hook the bottom two bands up and over. So the bottom two, mine would be the two pink bands on the bottom. Pull that over and release. And then grab the two pink bands on the bottom here, over and release. And then you're going to push your bands down. And we're going to do this 8 more times for a total of 9 links that are white in my case. So just stretch it across the two. Grab the bottom layer. Don't go inside the pin. Make sure you stay on the outside here and grab the bottom band over. Same thing on both. It doesn't matter the order that you hook these in. So I've got 2 links so far, and I've got 7 more to go. Just like that, and then just continue doing that until you have a total of 10 links, or 9 or 10. Doesn't really matter. I think I said 8 just now, so you'd be having a total of 9 links, but you can make this as short or as long as you want, depending on how short or long you want your strap to be that's having the dangling charm attached to it. I'm going to go until I have a total of 9 links. If you have a bigger charm, then I would have less links, so that way you don't have a super long strap. So let's see, how many do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so once you've reached the desired amount of links, then we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step. If you're not here yet, you can always pause the video. But we are going to grab this bottom band here, pull it off of the pin, and carefully place it on this one directly below. Not directly, like diagonally below. So you should have something like this now. After that, you are going to grab one more band and you're going to stretch it across these two pins. So you should have an X kind of here. Now we are going to go and add our next layer on. So this part is where we start making like the attachment for the pen or pencil. So you're going to go across vertically, and we're basically outlining the perimeter of this in a clockwise motion. Just like that. So you should have something like this now, outline it in a clockwise motion. And now you are going to go on the outside of the pin, meaning that you're not going inside of any bands to grab a band. Grab the very bottom layer. So should look like this. As you can see, I've got 3 layers on this pin. I'm going to grab the very bottom one only. Pull over the pin and release. Do the same thing for all the rest of them. It doesn't matter the order in which you hook them. Grab the very bottom layer, over and release. Very bottom layer, over and release. And then this top pin here, where very bottom layer, over and release. So you should have something like this now. And then push your bands down, and we're ready to add on our next perimeter bands. So you can switch to another color, you can use the same color, it doesn't matter, but again, we're going to outline the perimeter using single bands. So you should have something like this now. And now what we're going to do is we're going to hook over the bottom 2 bands. From now on, we're going to have a more constant pattern. But you're going to grab the bottom 2 bands, and for me, since I'm alternating colors, it's going to be all the white bands at the bottom. So you should have 2 layers at the bottom. Pull over the pin and release. Here, bottom 2, over, release. Bottom 2, and then this last top one here. Push down. So you should now have something like this, and you are going to basically repeat that process. So outline your next. And this part is fairly easy, just like that. So once you're to this point, again, do the hooking process, just the bottom 2 layers, which for me is pink this time, over and release. Bottom 2, over and release, bottom 2, over and release, then these bottom 2, over and release. So you should have something like that now. So in the various pencil kind of dangles that I've created, this one has a total of like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 layers. So this one has 5 layers. If you'd like to do 5, then you do 3 additional perimeter bands and hooking processes to achieve this length. For a slightly longer one, you can do more lengths. This one's kind of scrunched up, but you can make it slightly longer. And on this one, I made a full complete pen sleeve, which I think this is the coolest out of all of them. So you can have this whole entire pen sleeve and then have a charm at the end. And this matches the pen sleeve. So basically, here are your different kinds of pencil dangles and sleeves and stuff like that. So length is dependent upon your choice. However, for the shortest one, do 3 more. And then this one, let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you want to do this one, then you're going to go ahead and do let's see, we did 2. You're going to go ahead and do 7 more layers, perimeters, and hooking processes to get this length. And for this length, it just depends on how long your pen is. Basically, it's going to grow through the bottom. If you have a crazy loom or a wonder loom or anything, you probably can't make this because you need space to go through the bottom. So basically, make sure it's just like this length, and then you'll be fine. But if you have a monster tail, definitely check out my tutorial for this if you want to make a full sleeve but can't do it on your whole loom. So anyways, I'm going to continue and do a couple more processes because I want mine to be quite long. And I think I'm going to make this a pen sleeve. So actually I'm going to go for quite a while. But I'll show you a few silent processes, and then after that I'll turn the camera off and finish. So I did my perimeter bands, and now I'm hooking over. just like that, the bottom 2 layers always. So now you're going to add on your next layer, clockwise motion, remember. Like that, and then hook over the bottom 2 layers. Push your bands down. I'm going to go ahead and do the next process. So perimeter bands do single bands. Just like that. And now you're going to grab the bottom 2 bands, pull over, and release. Like that. So I'm going to show you a couple more times just silently now. Ooh, that one flew across my loom. Go ahead and grab another white band. Okie dokie. So at this point, basically, this is what I have so far. And in the occasion that your charm can't go through the loom like this because it gets too tight, you can always pull this piece out to the side. However, it's a little bit more difficult that way. Or you can somehow manage to get your charm squeezed through the bottom. So if you really, really want to get your charm squeezed through the bottom, stick your hook in here, pull it off so that way it slides onto your hook. And then you can try your best to shove your charm in through here, which I am not sure is possible with this pig charm, but basically that's pretty much what you do. So I'm going to try my best to shove this through here, although I can tell it's going to be a little bit difficult. But look at that, I got it. So just be careful if you have lower quality bands. You might want to be careful that you don't snap any bands. Of course, its face is now distorted and I have to stretch that a little bit. But of course, this is what I have now. And then with your hook, you can slide these bands off to the tip really carefully and place them back onto the pin. So that's how you do that. But anyways, go ahead and continue doing this until you get your desired length. If you followed along the whole entire time and you just want a shorter length, this is about the same length as this one, so you can go ahead and skip a little bit to learn how to finish it off. But anyways, I'm going to continue making this until I get my full entire pen sleeve, and then I'll show you how to take it off of your loom. Okay, so I'm now finished with the whole length of my goal of the length. So anyways, I'm going to show you how to take this off of your loom now. So first, what you want to do is separate the top and bottom layers. Make sure they're not twisted or overlapping, like if this one goes above the other one or anything like that. So just make sure that they're all in the right order. And then once you've made sure of that, we're first going to start on this left one here, and you're going to grab the top band and hook that downwards to this bottom pin, just like that. So you just basically move that one down here. Next, you are going to go inside the top 2 bands, so we are now going inside here. Grab the very bottom band, hook it off, and place it to the right. Then you just want to go inside the top 2 bands, grab the bottom band, and hook vertically. Then you want to go inside these top 2 bands here. Grab the band and hook it to the left. Like that. After that, you just want to grab a single band, probably, preferably the same color that you were hooking. But place that onto this pin here. Reach inside both of the layers here. Grab this band so that way you can hook that over here. So you have another link here. Then you can pull the bottom layer over so that way you tie a slip knot. And then give that a little tug. And then after that you can remove everything off of your loom. Like that. So you should have something like this now, and it might look a little bit crazy right now, but basically you just want to grab the pen or pencil that you're wanting to use and spread all of this apart so that way you can see the inside of your sleeve here, or top, or whatever you are making. But then you can just slide this onto your pen or pencil or whatever, and you just kind of got to, oh sorry, I definitely bumped the camera pretty hard there, shimmy that up into the sleeve. And just wiggle it back and forth to kind of get those bands on there, but almost there. And once you're at the top there, then you can kind of spread everything out down to the bottom so that way you can even everything out. Just like that. And you might have the end from the slip knot that we tied. Basically what I do is I just pull this edge out and then tuck the band inside. So that way it's not popping out anymore. And then it's gone. Out of sight, out of mind. So there are a couple patterns that you can do to kind of make this look a little bit like if you want something special. What I've done in the past is I've twisted this before so that way you can kind of get a twisted look here. And if you use rainbow bands, this looks especially cool. So you can twist it so that way you've got kind of a coiled look here. Or you can leave it straight like this one. But I personally think that this twisted one looks really cool. So anyways, we are now finished. So thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I really hope that you like this kind of pencil dangle or sleeve or whatever. I think it is super cute and really fun. And it's really easy to make. It doesn't take too many bands, which is what I love about this. And it also serves a purpose and gives you something to do with your charms rather than just having them lay around or anything. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if it helped you out, and also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and find me on all my social media sites linked down in the description box below. And I will see you guys later. Bye!